Hi guys, happy Friday. Welcome to the Design Exchange with Danny Russo and Melinda Peters Elliott.
Hey, everybody.
We had a little bit of a vacation a moment ago, and we didn't get to
Not
release a podcast in a couple of weeks.
That's the understatement. Vacation is not the word.
What'd you say?
Working like workers.
Oh my God, we have been so busy with installs, with tracking orders, trying to find things from things coming in damaged.
Yep.
Things going from floating status to actually being in. Oh, we had one client, merchandise, it's in Ohio. That's all they would tell us. It's in Ohio. Where in Ohio? Who knows? But we have just been crazy busy. You had a wonderful event at your shop that we got to attend with Lisa.
Right. That was fun.
Yeah. What was it? Old Fashioned Christmas?
The Old Fashioned Christmas. Yep.
Over in downtown London.
Yeah, it was so fun.
We had a lot of people there.
We did. It was one of the busiest times we've ever had actually in the shop. So that was awesome.
That's a good thing, right?
It's good when a local community supports their local businesses. So
yes.
And I so appreciate everybody that came out to that and, and bought things and, spread the cheer, and I'm still sending out the people's gifts.
I noticed you were texting me for addresses and you're telling me, what's so-and-so's address? And I'm like, who are you even talking about?
I know.
I'm like, I think you have the name wrong, Melinda.
Nope. It was this person. And you were like, oh, that person. So yep.
Yeah.
So, never fear. They're going out today. So if you don't ever get your item, then it was lost in the mail. Which is very possible this time of year. Good. So,
oh my God, our shipping cutoff was December 15th for most places to get it there on time, and we're now, as I just said, December 15th was the cutoff.
Yep.
But I've been getting stuff from Amazon still pretty swiftly, which is surprising.
Me too. I'm really, really pleased. One of my friends sent something last Wednesday, and she said it was like, this is the deadline before Christmas deliveries, and it was delivered on Saturday. So it wasn't even delayed that much. So
we're in a weird we've been in a weird world for the last 2 years.
Oh wow, it's crazy.
It's just who knows what's going to happen next.
Yeah, maneuvering through. We had blinds that they were told us back in the beginning of November that they were not going to be in until January 5th, and they came in last week.
Huh?
It was a Christmas miracle. I was like, oh my gosh. So I called the customer and I'm like, this is freaking Christmas miracle. I will bring your blinds and we will have them in your house by Christmas. And she was like, oh, all ecstatic and everything. So it was awesome to be able to deliver that news. We've had so many down things to talk about, with our design, but to have something come in sooner was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So
yeah, I've had some random trucks showing up, which I'm very happy about.
Yeah.
I'm still missing some things that were supposed to be here a long time ago. We don't know where they're at, but
so hard to track orders. I think that's one of the hardest jobs that we have as designers is tracking orders. And we have to constantly call because nobody's going to track that for you.
No. And that's where the value of a designer comes in. That's where your designer comes in, because we're tracking these orders. We're calling the people. The best is I'm trying to track these orders and the woman goes, oh, I'll call you tomorrow and let you know where your order is. Well, tomorrow didn't show up. And then when we emailed her, she's out of the office until January. So I was like, oh, great. Thanks. But
that's awful.
I am the proud owner of a brand new gloss black 8 foot 5 by 14 feet long customized trailer for Daniel Russo home.
Yay!
And we're going to be using that like crazy. The company ordered it 10 months ago and they just so happen to have it. And then my new car, because of the chip shortage, they decided to deliver that without a touch screen.
Yeah.
So the last time,
what this is about, like what that means.
don't get me started. I ended up buying my Cadillac Escalade rental car, and they're going to do all the touch-ups for me on that tomorrow. And then I'm packing a truck and packing a car up. I don't know what car it will be, but they're going to be doing a bunch of detail work to the Cadillac, and I'm going to be driving to Youngstown in whatever car they give me. And then hopefully when I get back, the car will be done, the trailer will be ready.
Now, do you have the hitch on the truck? On the new?
I bought all the accoutrements for it. I'm gonna wallpaper the inside. I'm going to lay LVP flooring.
Yeah.
So it's going to be my mobile design assault vehicle. So it's going to be fun. It has a whole back door that folds down. It has a side door that pops up, has another side door on the other side. Maybe I'll turn into a food truck. Who knows?
We can sell fudge.
Yeah. So a lot of you guys haven't heard from us in a while. Elise had to fill in because we've just been so busy.
Oh my gosh, it's been crazy.
Everything. Elisa came in for Thanksgiving, and then she had to come back in to help me with a big install, which was last week, which I'm still shocked that we got that done.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But since then, we went to the ASID Christmas party together, and your wonderful junior designer won an Amazon Alexa Dot.
Yes.
And we got to hear all about the, I don't know, I think they're a little bit jealous because I used Sherwin-Williams color of the year. And I think the party was sponsored by PP&G. And they wanted to, promote their color of the year. Mm-hmm. So we know that we had this conversation already about the colors of the year. And Sherwin-Williams came out with Evergreen Mist. Dunn and Edwards came out with Art and Craft. Benjamin Moore came out with October Mist. And then Valspar came out with the navy blue. HGTV came out with a lighter blue. And Glydian paint came out with guacamole.
Well, basically it's all greens, green tone.
Bear paint came out with Breezeway. And they all kind of look the same. PP&G came out with Olive Sprig. And then Pantone came out of nowhere and they developed their own color of the year. Yeah. It's a very specific color for this year. And the color that they chose was a very Perry.
Yeah. Yeah.
So would you call it a periwinkle?
Yeah. Sure. Oh, you can't see the color.
I was going to read that exact thing.
Okay.
Because somebody thought that I wrote it myself and they go, that sounded really good. Did you write that? And I'm like, no, I didn't write that.
I'm trying to show the color on the screen, but it's not showing up very well.
It's a bluish purpley color. So as we move forward into a world of unprecedented change, the selection of Pantone 17-3938 Very Perry brings a novel perspective and vision of the trusted and beloved blue color family, encompassing the qualities of the blues, yet at the same time, with its violet red undertone, Pantone 17-3938 Very Perry displays a spiritually joyous attitude and dynamic presence that encourages courageousness, courageous creativity, and imaginative expressions. So I'm a little bit shocked because they did Radiant Orchid a few years ago, and they did They had a purple in the past. Last year for 2020, we had yellow, which I thought was in the pipeline for a while. And they
Mhm.
did colors of the year, and it was a gray and a yellow.
Yep. And then
So
they had that pink and blue combination the year before that,
that was in 2017.
2017. Yeah.
I forget. I knew them all, but no, classic blue. 2020 was classic
Yeah,
blue.
that's right. That's right.
2019 was, I can't
It's
remember.
the pink and the blue.
No, they did that in 2017. I want to say it was something. It was something. But anyway, a lot of designers will tell you that they're not going to use the color of the year. They're not going to be on board with it. But guess what? You will be using that color, and you're going to see it come up frequently in the year 2024 and 2025, because that's when these colors start trickling down.
Yeah. I love the color. I mean, I am a purple person anyway. So, and the more I've looked at it, the more I like it. So, and if you are on the Sherwin-Williams, if you have that deck, it's close to the color Morning Glory, SW6971. So that's one of the color, if you want to look at it, that's the color that matches it. So
We love working with Sherwin-Williams because they're based in Cleveland, Ohio.
yeah,
And
yeah.
our reps treat us very
Company.
well.
Yeah, we like to support our Ohio companies. So
Yes. And then PP&G is not too far away, Pittsburgh Paint Group. And I think a lot of people in Ohio have an anti-Steelers thing, or you're either Steelers or you're
or your
Browns
Bengals.
fans. I don't know. I think whoever designed the colors for the Cleveland Browns, I think they were colorblind.
I do too.
Brown and
Terrible.
orange.
Terrible. Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely a Bengals fan. I like the colors better.
So I was at High Point Market and I saw a lot of light colors. It went from dark and moody, and I didn't see any Edison bulbs, which made me very happy.
Yeah.
We're running low on lighting. I do know that much.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's so hard to find fans. We have had so much trouble getting fans in. And some of the lights, I mean, it's like 12 to 14 weeks out. So
Yeah.
it's just unprecedented times, you know.
I had a client that I went to last week, and you will not believe this. They had a fandelier.
Oh yeah. I've seen them.
A fandelier. I've never seen this. Not what you're thinking. It had
Know what it is.
smoked glass crystals hanging down around it, and the fan was hidden, and when you turn the fan on, the blades expand.
Yep.
And would go around, and I've never seen that before, and I don't know why. I'm usually like on top of those things. But
I saw one in one of my clients' houses a couple of years ago, and I was like, but it wasn't a crystal. It was like like a bowl. Like
yeah, and the fan was inside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I've seen those.
and it looked like an octopus.
Yeah.
There's certain places that I would use those, and certain places I wouldn't. So yeah. I think they're pretty modern and condo-ish looking. So because they're small, because the fans can't get that big.
No.
So, and the client I had it in their kitchen. So I think that was a good option for them.
I'm doing an amazing thing with a mini bar area for a client. I'm actually taking 4 corner Lazy Susan cabinets, and I'm going to stack them next to each other and kind of turn them into a circle.
Oh, fun.
Have a seating area around it, but it's further downstairs, like mini bar area, and they wanted a lot of storage. So I think that's going to be fun to do.
That'll be fun. Yep. Yeah. We are just finishing up a kitchen design where we used gray cabinets, because they went gray stained because they didn't want paint. And we did a navy blue countertop, and they did white sinks. And then we're doing an island in navy blue with a white quartz top. And they're going to get this funky light that has like 4 or 5 different, like
ears,
orbital things above it. So
I'm excited for 2022. I just hope we get product. It seems like the supply chain's recovering pretty swiftly. I know that the West Coast is they completely recovered. We had 100 ships floating at the beginning of the month, and we were down to about 34 floating 2 weeks ago. And I think they're almost caught up.
And
now East
they're
Coast,
getting help from Newark.
Newark and New York. You saw me post that this morning.
Yeah.
Those
Cool.
2 ports ended up helping greatly.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I can tell. I mean, I can definitely see things moving, and I think that they've tried really hard to get most of the items for Christmas delivered to people, and
Definitely.
everything I've ordered so far has come in. I'm in great shape. I'm in really good shape, so I'm happy.
Does your car have a touch screen?
Yes. Sorry, yours doesn't.
My new Cadillac does.
That'll be awesome.
It's my used new Cadillac.
New Cadillac. So
and shout out to Enterprise for taking such great care of me through this whole process. Awesome. I actually ended up buying the rental car that I've been driving for the last 2 months.
And you had to actually drive it, which I'm impressed.
I know. It's like I had to learn how to drive again because the other car was self-driving.
Driving lessons, Danny.
Yeah. But now we're going to be I might as well get my CDL license and learn how to drive this trailer.
I think we need to go drive freight trucks. Remember?
Oh my God. Me and you can make bank. We could have one of our assistants sit and me and you can go driving around semis.
We could podcast the whole time. We'd have a lot of entertainment.
Make sure you're following our new Instagram. It's TDX podcast. We had a hacking issue somehow, and our old one got a little hacked. But I've been posting these
too.
Now you clicked on something, or your kid clicked on something, I think. But we're posting these podcasts to my YouTube channel. So we're going to get the audio versions downloaded. We have some great upbeat music that Abigail's been producing for us. Yep. You're going to be able to listen to Danny and Melinda, if I can let her get a word in, on 610 radio, iHeartRadio, all over the country, the first Sunday of every month at about 5 p.m.
Yep.
You'll get to hear us talk about design and what's going on in the world.
That's right. I'm excited about that. Mindy and Michaela are awesome people.
I know. We had so much fun the last time we were there. You couldn't get a word in, but
no, Andy was talking, and I was looking at him like, shut up. Shut up. I'm like, I'm not going to say anything because he was on a roll, and Danny was doing Danny, and so
get me going. It's hard to shut me up.
I know. I'm going to give you this kind of a simple next time.
We have a new website, Daniel Russo Home, and we're launching our shop this year.
Yeah. You can have a rolling shop.
We have a lot going on. I'm just really happy with my team. I'm really happy with the way my projects are going.
Yeah.
I just wish stuff would show up faster. And I don't know, we're rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
I hate to ask this question because I hate doing New Year's resolutions, but what would you say is one of your New Year's resolutions for 2022?
Recovery. So
what kind of recovery, Melinda?
Many of you who are past clients and friends of mine have known that I have a gal that's been working with me a long time. Crystal has been with me for 20 years, and she started working for me on August 15th of 2001.
Wow.
And and I looked it up today because I gave her a crystal cross, a Waterford crystal cross for her. She's retiring to be with her husband, and they're going to travel. And I am just a mess over this.
Maybe we could get Crystal to be our truck driver. If she wants to travel.
She can do anything, literally. So I hired her as a workroom person originally, but then she kind of trickled into being able to help me with the design studio. And then she became my design assistant. And then she was the gift shop manager. And so she can do everything. She's literally my left hand. She's left-handed. I'm right-handed. I always call her my left hand.
Yeah.
Sister from another Mr. Like, and tomorrow's
She's your work wife.
Huh?
She's your work wife.
Yeah. So,
Crystal's
Abigail is going to be my new Crystal, and we've got training to do, and you know she's a little overwhelmed because there's so much. Crystal did so much, and we've known for 6 months that Crystal's going to leave, but you know, when you have a small company and you have someone that has been with you for so long, you almost don't know how to think without that brain being with you.
Exactly. Well, we're boutique designers, so yeah, you're going to make it through.
She's been through a lot with me, a lot of life, ups and downs. And I was just reflecting today, and I told her I wasn't going to cry, and she said, I'm not going to cry either. And you know,
both ended up crying.
Yeah. So
we've had some wonderful staffing changes in my warehouse.
Yeah.
I'm so happy with my team right now. And we've had people that took on a job and then they don't show up for work, but we've been getting this place so organized. Our training is like becoming out of this world.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get this trailer so we can like have more space.
Yeah.
But I think between me and you, we're going to be one of the only designers that have inventory.
Yeah,
and
that's
things
right.
Going in the new
year. We have inventory like coming out the wazoo. It's in my back room, and I've almost outgrown my shop, which is a big space. So I'm like, okay, so you know, my idea for next year is to recover from this year. And making sure that next year doesn't go crash, and that we can move forward in a positive manner, because when you have staffing changes like that, things can go awry. And it scares me that my clients might feel like that I have, you know, that I'm not there.
They will not.
Yeah. So what's your word going to be for the year?
Mine is going to be organization and timeliness. And I'm going to try to be a better version of me, be a more organized version of me, listen to the people that are around me that have helped me get to where I'm at today, and just focus on my passion. And, you know, my passion is this business.
Right.
And
me too.
I'm on it. I've been working full weeks.
Yes, you have.
For the last like 2-3 months, I've been on time. I've been showing up, been getting stuff done. I had a rush install last week and I had to make some cancellations with clients and move things around. But I think I'm in a very good place, and I'm really set and excited for.
I think one of the hardest things that I dealt with this year is that, you know, when it's great, it's great. And you get all kinds of new business. It's hard. It's so hard to figure out how much you can really handle, you know, you know, for your team, you've got a lot of people to pay. You've got all these contractors that, you know, you've got to get them when you can get them, but try to figure out how to do the design part of it in a manner that the client's going to be satisfied with is insane to try to figure it out. So I've gone to, and if other designers are listening to this and clients, I mean, what I try to do is focus on like one main client a week. And then near the end of the week, once I get that main client kind of taken care of, then I'll do the little things. So, but I kind of like start trying to figure out my weeks that way. And it does help.
Planning out your weeks. Like we didn't have an MTL meeting today, and today was Monday, and we were busy. We had a client to get ready for, and we were rushing to get ready. And I was like, you guys, we have to have our master task list meeting. We have to do it no matter what.
Yep.
And I literally stopped at the end of the day and went through it on my own.
Yeah.
I updated what I knew I had to update.
Yeah.
But it's funny because we're getting trucks in daily that should have been here months ago.
Oh,
and
shoot.
I have things showing up to projects in Chicago, Minnesota. And it's like, why are, like, they want to clear out their warehouses so they don't have to pay the inventory tax, is what I think.
Right.
Don't you love this new background I have?
I do. Gary,
if you saw what I'm attached to right now, I'm literally attached to a green screen, and Gary, it keeps going in and out of the corner because it's not high enough. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. But we it looks like a headdress from one of those women.
Yeah.
But it's green. Somehow I turned it black. I don't know how I made it black, but it's working.
I got a silhouette, a Hunter Douglas silhouette behind me.
Yeah, it looks great.
So it's really pretty color. Actually, it doesn't show up that way, but.
So as a designer, New Year's resolutions, my resolution is to be more organized and more fluent in what I do, and record everything that I do, and be a better designer than I was yesterday, better designer than I was last year, and just being, I don't know, good. I'm honest with my clients. I love what I do. It's my passion. And I need to know how to set boundaries with my clients and that kind of thing.
I think one of the things that I have kind of taken, and I have, and I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but kind of letting my staff do a lot of the phone calls about delegation. And sometimes I've delegated too much, when what I've kind of come to the conclusion that my staff can call a client 2 times, that third time I need to call them.
Yes. Your clients want to see you and they want to hear from you. We've learned that.
Yeah. So every third phone call, I'm like, I've got this one. It's like, okay, I think you've called them twice now. I'm going to call them this time.
Yes.
Because they want to hear from me. And several of the clients have said, I love your staff, but I am not, I
hired you. I want to work with you.
Yeah. So.
And we can't be everywhere at one time. People don't understand. Everybody wants to be the number one client. Everybody wants the number one. But if we only had 1 client or 2 clients to work with, we wouldn't be where we are today. We wouldn't be in business, and we wouldn't have a lot of the things that, look, I'm going, I don't know which way to turn my, we wouldn't be able to have a staff. We wouldn't be able to do what we do. We wouldn't have the buying power that we have.
Right.
And for me and you, we are like, I mean, I'm so lucky that I have you to bounce ideas off of. I'm so lucky that I can call Trish in Florida. I'm so lucky that I can have Elise fly in to help me. But if
I helped you too.
You did, everybody.
I went in and hung pictures.
Oh God, that house turned out amazing.
It was.
I love that client. I can't wait to post pictures. I'll give her a nice plug. She owns an amazing restaurant called Catalina's.
Yeah.
And we got her unpacked, organized, everything hung. And I was just amazed that we did it and got it done.
Yeah.
And she was so happy about it.
I want to talk a little bit about
and she had a designer lie to her. You are never to lie to a client.
Never.
I told her straight up that she would not be getting blinds by December 17th.
Yep.
And this designer said, oh, I can get you the blinds by December 17th. I called Melinda. I called the president of Hunter Douglas. I called another blind company, and they told me, Danny, there's absolutely no way that those blinds are showing up when this person said they would. And guess what? I hate to have to say that I was right, but the blinds did not show up.
I was right. I was like, there is no way. I mean, she was ordering bamboo shades. I would every week checked the delivery schedule, and it was like 56 days out. And I'm like, there's no way. I mean,
it was 65 days out, and that didn't include weekends or holidays.
Right. And I was like, there's no way, Danny. I said,
I told her that too, but
Yep.
this girl, she told her that she could absolutely get them, and she did not pull through. The client ended up canceling the order.
It's not
And the
worth it
designer,
telling people. It's better to push them out and not tell them that you can deliver it. And then when it comes in, it's so much better. Like my blinds, the lady that I just installed,
yeah,
that I told her there was no way. I said,
yeah.
January 5th, January 5th, January 5th. And she's like, darn it. And I said, and then when I did get a shipping notification, I kind of sat on it a day because I was like, do I believe this?
I know, right? I get those too. I'm like, are you really showing up that day?
Right.
Because I've had chairs, they're like, oh, we're going to deliver these tomorrow between the hours of 9 and 4. And luckily, I just happen to be sitting here at 6:30 at night and the FedEx truck shows up.
Oh my God.
Like, I don't trust delivery times.
Me neither.
And that's the trucking industry that's controlling that. So
I know. But it was a good lesson learned for everybody to, under promise, over deliver.
Patience is key in this world. And we have a 2-page, 20-point explanation of what to expect with working with the designer. And number one is the chaos theory. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong.
It's the Murphy's Law.
Murphy's Law. And number 10 is Christmas is not a deadline and neither is a party. So I've been referring to those and I hand them to people. Every client gets them, but I guess I don't know if they choose not to read them or what.
Yeah, they don't think that means for them.
Yeah. We love all of our clients, even the difficult ones. We still love.
Yeah.
We still appreciate.
Yeah.
What are you grateful for this year? Because I don't even think we got the podcast for Thanksgiving. We did a live Facebook from your store.
That's right.
I'm thankful to have my team in place. I'm thankful to be working with such great vendors and reps. I'm thankful to have friends like you in my life. And I'm excited for a 2022 with you.
Well, I am grateful for our friendship for sure.
Yes.
Because it's like,
cheers. Same.
I don't even have anything. Paint.
Please don't drink the paint.
I won't. I couldn't go. My relationship with you, I've learned so much.
I've learned so much from you.
I've become a better designer because of our relationship.
I love when you call me with a problem and I answer it for you right away. And you're like, what should I do with this? I'm like, this is what you do. Step A, B, C, do it this way. And then it works out. Yeah. And you do the same thing for me. So
even after 30 years, I learned something every single day. So I'm grateful for 30 years of being in business because I hit my 30 years November 12th. And that's a huge
together we have almost, I've been doing this, it'll be 20 years next year.
Yep. Both of us have been in business more than some of the people who are like,
I've watched designers come and go. And I've had designers, the designer disappeared. When COVID happened, the designer just disappeared. Yeah. And me and you were like the cockroaches of design. At the end of the world, there's going to be me, you, and Cher. Cher, not Cher Sager, Cher. And we'll be on our farewell tour and our farewell tour and the farewell tour.
People say, how long are you going to work, Melinda? I'm like, till I'm dead, because
I can't imagine retiring because this is my passion. I'm working it's my passion. So
yeah, it is mine too. It's ingrained,
Yeah.
Our mothers did something to us when we were growing up.
I'll leave you with this. My mother is my current client right now, and I have to see her next week.
Did you get her vanity in?
Her vanity's in the garage and she keeps calling me. I can't get a contractor to call me back. And I'm like, shocker. So I
My
have
mother has given me several projects to do this year. I've had to remodel 2 apartments upstairs in my shop. I've had to redo the studio floor. I've like, oh my gosh.
We're out of time. So hopefully you can find this podcast on any podcast that you listen to. We'll repost it. Abigail will post it on our SoundCloud, but I think you can find us on TDX Podcast is our Instagram. We have the Design Exchange Facebook group. You can follow me at Danny Russo on Instagram or Daniel Russo Home, which is my new Instagram. And Melinda is FDI.
Fine Designs.
Fine Designs INT on Instagram. And she is the wonderful and amazing Melinda Peters Elliott. And her side name is Rumchata. Me and Rumchata got to go out last Saturday night, and she was in full on. She drank the bar out of Rumchata. Just let me put it to you that way.
You know what?
Ran out of Rumchata by the time she left.
I did have a drink with Rumchata in it. They made me a key lime pie. It was so good.
God. All right, we're out of time for this week, but make sure you guys follow us. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in our comments on either of our groups. Feel free to email us. I'm Danny at Daniel Russo Home, and Melinda is
Fine Designs and
Melinda at
Melinda Peters Elliott at Fine Designs and Interiors.
That's your email address, girl?
Oh, no. Melinda at FineDesignsAndInteriors.com.
Yes, and Melinda's great with her draperies, her blinds, fudge, fusion mineral paint, coffee. If you're in downtown London, stop by 11 South Main Street.
Well, that was good.
We can't wait to talk to you guys soon, and we wish you a Merry Christmas.
That's right.
And if we don't get to you before New Year's, Happy New Year as well. 2022, it's coming in hot.
And listen to us on iHeartRadio, 610 WTVN.
610 WTVN, iHeartRadio, 5 p.m. on the first Sunday of every month.
507.
Yes, 507. All right. Peace out, guys. Love you guys. Hope you guys are having a wonderful new year. Bye.